What is up, everybody? All in Sports here with our first video, and it's about will Corey Davis get drafted. Well, before we get started, I want to say that Corey Davis played for the Western Michigan Broncos. They had a perfect season in 2016, losing to Wisconsin in the Cotton Bowl. And Corey Davis and his highlights are in 2016 alone, he had 96 receptions for 15,000 yards. 1,500 yards. And he he averaged 15.5 yards per carry. And he had 19 touchdowns. And those stats alone are pretty impressive. So, now to if he will get drafted. I think that Corey Davis will get drafted. A lot of people say that they think that he'll be first round draft, but I don't think that's the case. I think that since there are a lot of these wide receivers with abilities almost equal to his in bigger divisions like the Big Ten and Pac-12, I think that those are going to be the wide receivers that are most that get the most attention, I guess. But I think that Corey Davis will be drafted pretty quickly. But where will he go to? Well, I think that he'll go to either the Eagles or the Browns because both of them are teams that need wide receivers, and the Browns, especially going 1-15, will need more of an offensive drive. And I think that I kind of think of him as Calvin Johnson or Megatron, but a little smaller. But he definitely has that burst and that energy, and he's just great. And I was able to see him play in his college days, and it takes like three guys to get him down, and they always have to push him out of bounds. So I think that he'll be great at running deep plays, routes. I think he'll be a great wide receiver, and I think that the NFL will be a little more of a hard time to play than college was, especially since in college he was in the MAC. But I think he'll do great in the NFL. And it's always crazy to think that 4 years ago he was basically a nobody. He got picked up by PJ Fleck out of the state of Illinois. Nobody knew him, and PJ Fleck gave him a second chance in life, and then he just bursted out, and he was really good. And if you look at his stats, his first season in 2013, he only had 67 receptions, which is still pretty good, but he had 941 yards, which is about 14 yards per carry. He was just great all the time. Like in 2014, he averaged 18 yards per carry. His longest play, the 2016 season was 70 yards. 2015 was 80 yards. So I think that he's what the NFL is looking for, and I think that a lot of people are interested in him, especially since him and Zach Terrell, their quarterback, who I think might get drafted, they are second all time for receptions together. And yeah, he can run too. So in 2015 he had one rushing attempt for 11 yards. And so the answer is I think he will get drafted, and I think he'll be by the Eagles or Browns. Thank you for watching this video about Corey Davis, and check out my other channel, Super John's Awesome, spelled Super, then John, then AWSOME. And please leave a like on this as it helps a lot. I will make another video about somebody who came out of basically nowhere if you guys can reach 30 likes on this. Bye.